friends, this is Jennifer from DecorSauce, and the DIY I'm going to be sharing with you today is how I decorate my Christmas tree. And I'm a kid of the 90s, so I remember that when you would go to a department store like Macy's, or in my day it was Lazarus, and all the trees would be decorated beautifully, and so I recreate that for my own home and have for many, many years. So I'm going to show you how I do that today. And the tree that I have that's behind me is a 9-foot pre-lit from Home Depot. It's a few years old. I've actually had to replace the lights already once by trimming every wire and restringing it, which was a huge pain in the butt, but it saved a lot of money. So this is the tree behind me, and it's got two sets of two different size lights on it. One is the original like incandescent that comes on a tree, and then the other was a few of the globe-shaped LEDs that I added just to give it an extra something. Okay, so to get the department store look, the first thing I need to mention is that you're not going to be able to do this with a real tree. They just are too fragile to support the weight of all the stuff that you need to stuff into the tree to make it look full and beautiful. So mine's an artificial, that's why it's artificial. And the first thing that you're going to do to fill out your tree is you're going to fill it with a lot of sprays and picks like this. I probably have 3 or 4 dozen of these different ones. I like to buy them after Christmas when they go on clearance, just because it saves a lot of money, and then I store them away to the next year. So the way I start my tree is I start it with these, and I start from the top and work my way down. I like to have the fullest amount of picks in the top, and then I have them trickle down towards the bottom. You can do this any way you like. Some people do it so that it looks like a sash throughout their tree. I just tend to prefer it to be really full on the top and then work its way down. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so at this point, I like to start trickling them down from the bottom. I really like the way the top looks, and I'll try to get a close-up for you too, but it's totally random. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just stick them in, and if you like them, they stay, and if you don't, you just move them around a little bit. But I really like the way the top's looking. I like it to be really full. If you are used to decorating the top of a tree, you know that you can't hang a lot of bulbs and ornaments up there because the branches just aren't long enough. They just don't hold a lot. So this gives you a visual interest in the top of your tree without having to hang fragile ornaments or things that might fall off your tree and land on the ground. So I think it looks good, and I'm going to continue weaving these throughout the bottom. And as I place the decorations that are the picks and sprays, I try to be mindful about where I want my best looking ornaments to go. So I don't want it so full that now I can't hang my special things in front of it. So I like the way the pick thing is looking. I'll probably mess with it a little bit as I add ornaments, but now it's time to add the ornaments to it. And when I do the ornaments for the tree, I start in the very center and I work my way out to the ends. So I also wanted to mention too that I use a mix of all different colored metals on my tree as well. Like I like gold, silver, copper, even some black glitter and some dark brown glitter. Looks really, really cool in the tree when they're all mixed up together. If you stick with a shade like just champagne or just gold, they sometimes get lost or look overly, they just don't have the same kind of visual interest as mixing all the metals look. So I am not specific to anything. I like them all. They all add depth and dimension to the tree. So I don't stick with any one metal color. Okay, so now I'm gonna start filling the inside and the branches with my ornaments. And I start with fillers. I like my ornaments that are on the front to be my personal ones, the ones that remind me of our Christmas family memories. But the ones on the inside are not that important to me. They're just for filler, for looks. So this is approximately the largest diameter of ornament that I use on the inside of the tree, and they're about 6 inches in diameter. And then most of the others are these other 3 sizes, so like a medium, a small, and an extra small. This is about the smallest ornament I use. I know some people go even smaller, but I think those are suited for like the smaller trees. So I will start on the inside of the branches, and I do like a tree that has a lot of gaps between the branches, a big space, and that way you can fit these big ornaments in between the branches, and it looks really good when you fill it out. And then as we get from the middle to the outside, then I fill in with the smallest. Maybe then I would go medium and then small and then extra small as I'm working my way from the inside of the tree to the outside of the tree. So a big pet peeve of mine and something that I see on a lot of other people's trees are that they allow their ornaments to dangle crooked, and that absolutely drives me mad. So if you have an ornament that's hanging on a branch and it's not hanging straight, make sure that you correct that by moving the other branches around it so that everything hangs like it's supposed to, or else it just doesn't look really that great. So just wanted to make a note of that. So when I first moved out and did my own tree like this and didn't have any of my old ornaments from when I was a kid because my mom was still using mine, I always did kind of a generic look. I always did things basically like this, or the plain glitter bulbs or whatever. But over the years, as we've gained a collection and I've gotten married and had children and all that stuff, I've been collecting ones that I feel are more personal. And I really like that a lot more. I mean, the trees are beautiful when they're done all in the same theme, the same color, and it's, you know, but it misses something. I think it's a lot of fun when you open up your ornaments from the year before and all the packaging evokes memories and the ornaments evoke memories. So I've gone back over the years to putting in the personalized ornaments, like the piano for my kids that play piano and things like that. Now, I try to keep them in sort of my color theme, which is really basically all neutrals. I do allow a little touch of color here and there, but I try not to buy anything that's really, really red or really, really any other color. I do buy the kids. We have a tradition in our family that's gone back for many generations where we buy the kids an ornament every year. And my kids have their own tree that I let them decorate that's got all of their kid ornaments on it. So we still do those. We still do the fun Santas and the reds and all the colors. But for the tree that I use in my main room, we do all the kind of the pretty ones that go along with the neutral colored theme. I find for my own home that if I have red and green and a lot of colors that I don't normally decorate for Christmas, then I find the room to be too busy for my taste and too distracting. So I like to keep everything neutral. That way it blends in seamlessly with the decor that I have all year long. Okay, so now that I have a lot of the fillers where other ornaments can't go, like towards the top where the branches are smaller, I use a lot of fillers up there because I don't want my specials falling on the ground and getting broken. So I put all kind of, non-specials up where your eye level isn't. Now that I've got all those done, I'm going to start filling in with all my special ornaments, and I'm going to try to put those at just above eye level, at eye level, and below. And then after I'm done putting all my special ornaments in, the ones that have special meaning to my family, then I'll finish the rest of the tree with whatever filler that I have left. So here's where I am right now in this process, having gotten most of the inside filled from the inside out, and now I'm going to do my special ornaments. Okay, so now that I've gotten all of my special ornaments, or the ones that we've collected over the years as a family, now I can go back in and finish with my fillers. And for fillers, I'm going to be using, these are some of my favorites right here, I'll show you. These are little birds that clip on the ends of the branches, and they have feathers, and they just add a fun overall new texture look to the tree. And without these, I just don't think it looks as good. I think these look better. So I like anytime I decorate a tree, no matter what theme I do, I really like to have a lot of texture. And so this little feather just provides a little texture. And also goes out on the end of the branches, and it's just another way of decorating a branch without having something hanging from below it. So I'm gonna get close to the tree and give you a couple little detail shots, and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's all done. So here's how I store my ornaments. I actually got a Harry and David, I think it was, gift basket, I guess it was a Waterman's or something like that. It was a gift basket one year, and they came with these boxes, and I'm able to reuse them again. And as you can see, I just labeled them. This is where I keep the glass birds, and then I keep all the tissue paper that I had them wrapped in before. So I just put them back in the box. Box is labeled, and then when I get ready to store them away for next year, I just use the same tissue paper like I did before and put them back in the box. Just makes it easy, keeps them organized and safe from breakage. So now my tree is almost complete. I've gotten all of the special ornaments hung exactly where I want them on the tree, and then some filler ornaments placed around them just to fill up any empty spots. And the very last finishing touch that I do is that I go back through and look at any branches that might have an empty space that doesn't have something decorative in it, where you can't hang an ornament or it's too large for a pick. And I use something either like this. This is a little glitter poinsettia or a beaded little pick, and I will set them right on top of the branch at the empty spot. So In this case, I have something right here that I want to finish up with a little something, and I'm going to use this beaded pick, and I'm just going to lay it right on top of the branch just so that it adds a little something there where I can't hang an ornament to kind of fill it up nicely. And so really that's the last finishing touch, except for the presents, which I do wrap in coordinating paper, and I try to wrap them beautifully so that they match the tree and the decor, and mostly in neutral papers with a lot of glitter. So I'm going to give you a couple close-ups of the tree because I know this is the favorite part of the finished product, and so that can give you an idea of what it really looks like up close. And other than that, this wraps up my tutorial for how to decorate a department style Christmas tree. If you enjoy this video, please like or subscribe. It really helps me to keep bringing great material to you and content, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. This is Jennifer. You can also visit my website at DecorSauce.com. I appreciate you visiting, and I'll see you again soon.